There is a huge problem in this country, and I'm going to attack that problem. I'm going to attack it. These people aren't going to get away with this. I'm going to go right where they live. Every corrupt media person in this country is on notice right now. I'm coming after you. And I don't care if it's Bill O'Reilly, Hillary Clinton, Rudy Giuliani, Mitt Romney, Barack Obama, anybody smeared by any media, from now on, I'm holding them accountable. I'm going to hunt you down. And I mean it. Smear stops here. You're all on notice out there. I'm coming for you. First victim tonight on The Factor, the Washington Post. I'm going to play a tape tonight. They'll blow you out of the water. Coming. That's number one. Had enough. It's going to stop. And I am going to be the cop that stops it. Now, a lot of my advisors are saying, oh, let the story die. Don't keep talking about it. Look, I don't care. I don't care what uninformed people think about me. I do not. You want to go somebody after issues? You go right ahead. You want to criticize me, disagree with me? I like that. That's why I do this radio program. You go after somebody's family. You go after them and smear them with defamation that you can't back up. I'm coming to your house. You'll have a camera up your nose. Okay. Now, the New York Times actually tried to be fair, but they're incapable of it. They can't be, because they continue to say things that are just wrong. Quote from the New York Times: O'Reilly noted that he attended an Anita Baker concert and seemed surprised to find the crowd was 50-50 black-white, and the blacks were well-dressed. Roll the tape. Now, I went to the concert by Anita Baker at Radio City Music Hall, and the crowd was 50-50 black-white, and the blacks were well-dressed, and she came out. Anita Baker came out on stage and said, look, this is a show for the family. We're not going to have any profanity here. We're not going to do any rapping here. The band was excellent, but they were dressed in tuxedos. And, this is what white America doesn't know, particularly people who don't have a lot of interaction with black Americans. They think that the culture is dominated by Twista, Ludacris, and Snoop Dogg. All right, so did that seem like I was surprised?
No, exactly.
Okay,
and
so
they
I
took
wasn't
it completely
surprised.
Out of context because
Right.
they had all.
Okay, but wait. Don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay.
So they said I seemed to be surprised, and I
Right.
obviously wasn't surprised. And all I was saying is that this is the norm. Anita Baker is the norm, not Ludacris. So none of that is mentioned in the New York Times. What a black person who doesn't know me would take is O'Reilly thinks we're all slobs. There's no other way to take it. So an African-American reading this article who doesn't know me, O'Reilly thinks we're all slobs. And they ran up to Harlem and they fed black Americans bogus quotes from Media Matters. Now, the black Americans up there, they didn't listen to the Radio Factor. They didn't know this was coming from Media Matters. They didn't know anything. They don't know what Media Matters is. They don't know who Bill O'Reilly is, many of them. So the reporter feeds them the quote. And of course they say bad things about me. Of course they do. If you heard a quote, you were a black American, that Bill O'Reilly was shocked, surprised that people were well-dressed, blacks were well-dressed at the Anita Baker concert, you go, that's outrageous. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely, of course.
Okay, so that's how they reacted, and then they printed it. Now, that's how blatantly dishonest this thing is. All right, here's another one. Mr. O'Reilly, who has earned legions of fans and detractors across the country for lashing out at Democratic politicians, illegal immigrants, and a daily cast of characters he calls pinheads. Number one, as anybody knows who listens to me, I criticize all parties. Number two, lashing out at illegal immigrants? Roll the tape.
I've always said if I were a poor Mexican, I would try to cross the border and earn money here and send it back to my family. I don't blame the illegal aliens. I blame the federal governments of both Mexico and the United States of America. I mean, I don't think you can deport 11 million people. And if I were a poor Mexican worker, I'd do the same thing that these people do. They're hardworking, most of them, they're good people.
That's
Lashing out? All right, so you're reading this article on O'Reilly in the New York Times. They convey to you, I think all African Americans are slobs, and I lash out at illegal immigrants. They state it. In a perfect world, I sue their butt off. It would cost you $300,000-$400,000 to sue them. It would take 3-4 years, and you would get nowhere. There isn't one other redress of any of those grievances. The press has no watchdog capacity in this country. You can do whatever whatever you want to do. You can smear, you can lie, you can do whatever you want. The media is supposed to tell you the truth about things. And it obviously is not doing that. And even more, it is now an attack dog against people with whom the editors disagree. Dangerous off the chart.
You're in the No Spin Zone with Bill O'Reilly.